Hey everybody, this is Aaron Roberts, one of the innovative learning coaches here in Mason City Schools. I wanted to give you a little bit of information about the Mason Learning Series and what you can do while signing up and how you can get your best schedule possible. So far, we've had over 300 people sign up for the series. Sessions are filling up, and we want you to be able to find where you can get your requirements in. So I'm going to go ahead and go to a browser here and show you some of the finer points. So we want you to be able to find all of your requirements. Now the SCED system that we're using here, it doesn't always show you the exact color of what everything can be. So all of these things, you're trying to fit in your red and your orange and your blue and everything else and your green. Some sessions, however, actually can count for multiple things. You have to still get your 4 hours in, but for instance, this session here taught by that guy, I can go in there and I can see that it is actually tagged as data culture and grading practice and feedback and Schoology. So this means that it can count for data culture, or it can count as grading practice and feedback, or it can count as Schoology. Even though it's showing up as red, which is data culture, it can count as one of these other things instead. Now it's only 1 hour. It doesn't count for all things, but it can count for different things. So when you're trying to figure out whether or not you've met your requirements, you can actually check the requirements of each session by floating over here on the SCED, and it'll tell you with some dots down here what that session counts for, and you can choose that this is going to be my grading practice session perhaps. Up here also, you can choose from this list that's over on the right-hand side of the SCED. So perhaps I want to do personalized learning, and all these sessions count as personalized learning, even though, as you can see, there's a red session in there that is counting as either data culture or personalized learning or grading practice and feedback. So use that to your advantage when you're trying to figure out how to fill up your schedule. So as you've seen also, a lot of sessions are starting to fill up. This whole series is taught mostly by teachers for teachers, and it's been very, very popular. So for example, Dr. Sauer's class here, discussion-based learning, is at its capacity. It is actually full. So if you click on this to add this to your schedule, and I'm going to go ahead and do that, it's going to put me on the wait list. Now, if you find that there's a session that's full, we want you to have two plans here. Plan A is to go ahead and find your requirements someplace else. Okay, that's going to be the best thing, and that's going to be what guarantees you today that you'll have your schedule. Plan B is to go ahead and get yourself waitlisted. If you really can't find something else in a time that works for you, go ahead and get yourself waitlisted. We are going to attempt to add additional sessions wherever we see that. Now, Dr. Sauer is just one man. We can't add another session running concurrent with this one, but if you see sessions that you want and you can't find anything else anywhere else, please do go ahead and waitlist, because that gives us information to work from. Once you've scheduled yourself into a number of sessions, just by clicking on the box with the check mark there, you can find your whole schedule by floating over your little icon here and go to My SCED. And that should give you your schedule for the whole day. Now, I've scheduled myself here into a bunch of crazy sessions to show you that SCED will allow you to double book yourself. So I have a number of sessions that are taking up the same time slot here at 8:30 a.m. Obviously, I cannot be in two places at once, so I'm going to need to adjust my schedule. There are some sessions that are longer than one block, so you are going to want to pay attention to that. So this Code Studio workshop, we are working on this one. It is currently an entire day. Very cool session, very much worth getting into if you can block out all of Wednesday. Code.org is coming in to run this session for us. So make sure that you have your schedule on hand, you know where you are, you know what the whole day is going to look like for you, and please double check, make sure you have not overbooked yourself. So hopefully that'll help you with a couple of the finer points of getting yourself scheduled into the Mason Learning Series. Like I said, the response has been enormous and awesome, And we want to get everybody into as many sessions as they can, as much as they want to do, and learn as much as they want to learn. So please let us know if you need assistance. Don't hesitate to ask any of your learning coaches whose names are on the screen right now. And there we go. Okay. So any of those learning coaches, please don't hesitate to ask us. Even if you ask a learning coach that doesn't know the answer, they're going to be able to point you to someone who does know the answer. But they're a pretty smart team of people. Happy to be working with them. So thank you very much. Again, please ask for help. And I can't wait to see you at the Mason Learning Series 2016.